Good morning, Miss Nurin. My name is Lee Yong Yik, and today I will present my individual business ethics assignment. My presentation examines the ethical failures in Boeing safety and quality cultures, particularly through the Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 incidents in January 2024. I selected this case because aviation companies have a very serious ethical responsibility. Their decisions do not only affect profits and production schedules, they directly affect the safety of passengers, airline employees, and the general public. In these presentations, I will briefly introduce Boeing's explains the incidents, analyze it using several ethical approach, discuss its wider effect, and propose several recommendations that could help Boeing rebuild a safety-first culture. Boeing is one of the world's largest aerospace companies. It was founded in year 1916 and is currently headquartered in Arlington, Virginia. The company operates through three main business segments. The first segment is commercial airplanes, which manufactures aircraft such as the 737, 767, 777, and 787. The second segment is defense, space, and security. These divisions produce military aircraft, satellites, weapons, and other defense-related systems. The third segment is global service, which provides aircraft maintenance, spare parts, training, and digital support. Because Boeing operates on such a large scale, its ethical responsibilities are also far-reaching. A quality failure can affect passengers, airlines, employees, suppliers, investors, and governments. Therefore, safety and quality should be treated as essential business responsibilities rather than barriers to faster productions. Let's see next. The main case occurred on 5 January 2024. During Alaska Airlines Flight 1282, the left mid-assistors plug separated from a Boeing 737-9 while the aircraft was in flight. The aircraft rapidly depressurized at approximately 14,830 feet. Fortunately, the pilots and cabin crew managed to return the aircraft safely to port land. However, the incident exposed 171 passengers and crew members to serious dangers. The investigations found that 4 boats required to prevent the door plug from moving upwards were missing before the accident flight. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, the problems was connected to inadequate training, guidance, and oversight during Boeing manufacture process. This means the incident should not be viewed as a one employee's simple mistakes. It indicated broader weakness in production's documentations, inspections, procedures, employee training, and Boeing overall safety cultures. And we can see the next slide. The case can be analyzed using three ethical approach. These three. The first is duty duty-based ethics, Boeing has a basic duty to manufacture and deliver safe aircraft. It must also maintain accurate production records and complete the required inspections. This responsibility remains important even if additional safety checks cause production delays or higher costs. The second approach is utilitarian ethics. Under this approach, a decision should be produce the greatest overall benefits while reducing harm. Meeting a delivery target may provide short-term financial benefits, but these benefits cannot just justify exposing passengers and airline employees to a potentially catastrophic risk. And the third approach is stakeholder theory. Boeing's decisions affect more than its managers and shareholders. They also affect passengers, airlines, employees, suppliers, regulators, and communities. All three approach the same conclusions when production pressures conflicts with passenger safety. Safety must receive priority. And we can see the next. The incident created significant political and economic consequences. Politically, the Federal Aviation and Administrations routed approximately 171 Boeing 737-9 aircraft. It also increased its on-site oversight and prevented Boeing from expanding expanding 737 MAX production until companies could demonstrate better quality controls. This action suggests that regulators have lost some confidence in Boeing's abilities to monitor its own manufacturing activity effectively. Economical slower productions, additional inspections, and customer compensations place pressures on Boeing cash flows. Customer concessions related to the 737 MAX reached approximately 900 million US dollar in year 2024. Boeing commercial airplanes divisions also recorded an operating loss of about 7.97 billion US dollar that year. However, it is important to clarify that the entire operating loss was not caused by this single incident. Strikes, programs charge, and other operational problems also contributed. The wider lesson is that reducing safety or training costs may create much larger financial consequences later. Slide 6. The incident also creates serious social effects. Commercial aviation depends heavily on public confidence. When passengers see image of a section separating from an aircraft during flight, their trust can be damaged very quickly. Repeated safety incidents may also create anxiety about the 737 MAX brand, even when airlines and regulators explain that aviation remains statistically safe. The case also affects employees. Workers may hesitate to report quality concerns if they believe that stopping production could harm their careers or cause conflict with management. technology can help address some of these problems. For example, Boeing could use digital works in process, records the documents who remove a safety critical component why it was removed, who reinstalled it, and who completed the final inspections. Barcode or RFID tracking, timestamps, and photographics records could make unfinished work more visible. However, technology should support human judgment, not replace qualified mechanics and inspectors. And we can see the next. Environmental and legal effects. The environmental effect is less direct, but it is still relevant. Poor quality productions create unnecessary reworks, which consume additional materials, energy, and labor. Defective compounds may need to be removed or replaced, creating avoidable waste. Therefore, improving first-time quality can support both operational stability and environmental efficiencies. However, environmental targets must never encourage employees to reuse questionable parts or avoid necessary repairs. Passenger safety should remain the non-negotiable conditions. Legally, Boeing faced strict aviation certifications and manufacturing requirements. The FAA imposed production restrictions and increased inspections, while the NTSB issued recommendations concerning design, production records, training, and oversight. Boeing Rider 737 MAX history has also increased scrutiny of its compliance program. This showed that legal compliance cannot be treated only as a public relations activity. Boeing must maintain strong internal controls that can withstand independent regulatory reviews. And we can see the next. I recommend 4 main operations change. First, Boeing should strengthen independent safety governance. A board-level safety and quality committee should review serious employees' reports, recurring defect, and unreserved regulatory findings. Executive incentive should also include verified safety and quality outcomes. Second, Boeing should build a genuine, just cultures. Employees who report concerns in good faith should be protected from retaliations. At the same time, deliberate misconduct should still have appropriate consequence. Third, Boeing should introduce complete digital traceability for safety critical works. An aircraft should not move to the next production stage while an important task remains open or unverified. Fourth, Boeing should improve employees' training, staffing, and supplier quality controls. Specialized work should only be performed by properly trained and certified employees. High-risk suppliers should also receive regular process reviews and audits. Together, this change could help Boeing address both technical failures and the organizational culture behind them. These recommendations should be implemented in stage. During the first 90 days, Boeing should prioritize the most urgent passenger risks. This includes protecting employees who report safety concerns and independently reviewing all open safety critical tasks. Over the following 6 months, the company should expand employee competency checks, digital traceability, and supplier audits across its aircraft programs. Within 1 year, Boeing should publish an independently annual progress report. Executive rewards should also be connected to verified safety culture and quality outcomes rather than production quantity alone. 只是我可能会讲话，因为我要录 video
在外面讲，
啊，也可以，
外面
没有那样。OK 啊，好长。This recommendation should be implemented in stage. During the first 90 days, Boeing should prioritize the most urgent passenger risks. This includes protecting employees who report safety concerns and independently reviewing all open safety critical tasks. Over the following 6 months, the company should expand employees' competency checks, digital traceabilities, and suppliers audits across its aircraft programs. Within 1 year, Boeing should publish an independently extra progress reports. Executive rewards should also be connected to verified safety cultures and quality outcomes rather than production quantity alone. This stage approach is more practical than attempting every change at once. It allows Boeing to address the most serious risks immediately while gradually improving the wider production system. Okay, almost last. This stage approach is more practical. Next slide is this benefits and challenges. These recommendations offer several potential benefits. They could support earlier risk detections, improve first-time protections in quality, strengthen employee morale, and rebuild confidence among regulators, airlines, and passengers. However, the change also involve real challenges. In additional training, digital system and independent inspections will create financial costs. Productions may temporarily slow down, and some suppliers may resist stricter requirements. Transparent reporting could also expose weakness and attract criticism in the short term. Nevertheless, hiding problems or continuing productions before safety systems are ready would create much greater risk. Ethical management sometimes requires a company to accept short-term costs to protect people and achieve long-term sustainability. Okay, the last is my conclusion. In conclusion, the Boeing 737-9 door plug incident demonstrates how a manufacturing controls failures can become a major business ethics issues. The incident involved weakness in training, productions, records, quality inspections, or an organization's oversight. Its effect extended beyond passenger safety to Boeing reputations, employee cultures, financial performance, regulatory relationships, and legal exposures. The central lesson is the safety cannot be separated from business ethics. Boeing should strengthen independent governance, protect employees' reporting, improve digital traceability, and ensure that workers and suppliers have the necessary skills to perform safety-critical works. These improvements may reduce production speed in the short term. However, consistently placing human safety and product integrity before schedule pressure is the most responsible and sustainable way for Boeing to rebuild trust and protect its long-term growth. Thank you for listening to my presentations.